Here, watch out. Well, you're like standing right in front of the light.
Zoomed in on me, isn't it?
No.
Alright, so at long last, I'm going to be doing another Q&A. It's probably been like, I don't know, a few months since I've done a Q&A. But I currently have my roommates in the background, so if there's any point in this video where I look scared, terrified, attacked, that's the reason why I look like that. So, okay, anyways, I asked for a bunch of questions on my Instagram, and I got like, let me see how many I got. I think I got a bunch. So, I'm going to answer a few of those right now. Okay, what earbuds do you use for the gym? I use Jaybird X3s. They're definitely really nice. I've been using them for like the past year and a half or so, and I really like those. How many calories do you eat in a day? Before I got to college, I was eating like 4,300. Now, when I'm actually at college, I probably eat a little bit more than that because Corbin forces me to eat food. Probably eat like, probably a little bit over 4,500, maybe 5,000. I'm not completely sure. I haven't tracked calories at all here yet. Best advice to increase a sumo deadlift, like how many sets and reps? Honestly, just like time doing sumo is probably the best way to increase your sumo. But like obviously improving your form will definitely be a big factor in improving your sumo. And then yeah, just obviously like more time, like more like workouts doing sumo is definitely an improvement. Oh, that's a good question. Where do you see yourself in 1 year? Well, I'll probably still be here unless my YouTube just takes off and I'll leave these guys in the dust. I'm just kidding. Where I would like to see myself in a year is definitely like still here, but definitely be a little bit more popular on YouTube. Maybe, I don't know, like in a year from now, like that can like, a lot of stuff can change in a year. I could have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube or something like that, which would be absolutely insane. But I'm definitely gonna continue YouTube while I'm here, and we'll see where it goes from there. But possibly then I'll be on a powerlifting team here in St. Louis, which would be really nice, but we shall see. I haven't talked to you guys about that yet, but I currently lift at the rec center here at school, but there's a possibility that I can get on a powerlifting team at actually the gym that I showed you guys in my last video, like the one that was like red. It was called the Lab Gym in St. Louis, which would be really sweet. Did you do 5x5 deadlift to increase in strength on the viral transformation? During that video, I did do the 5x5 all the way up until my 315 deadlift, conventional, and then I switched over to a push-pull legs program. When did you get a coach, and is it a good investment? I hired Elliot, I think like 4 months ago, and yes, I would definitely say it's a good investment. Because oftentimes you don't like see the little like mishaps in your form, especially like they're able, like when you send footage over to your coach, like they're able to like really look at it and see like what's wrong with your form and improving your form, and then like also like running a new block every month, which is what Elliot does for me, is super nice because you can kind of like go from how you feel, and they've also got so much more experience like in lifting. Like with training other people and like training themselves, that like they're just so much more knowledgeable that you should make a lot more progress than you would think. What's your favorite lift out of the 3? Honestly, that changes from like day to day or like week by week. Honestly, deadlift was my favorite for a really long time because that was like my by far my best lift. But I would say like right now my favorite lift would be squat, just because I'm making so much progress on my squat. But I also really like bench, but recently bench hasn't been so great, but definitely the bulk that will be coming in these next coming months will give me a fat ass bench. I'll definitely like bench. Has bulking up helped improve self-confidence? I would absolutely say yes to that question. So when I was like 115 pounds 2 years ago, and like before I started lifting, I definitely had like almost no self-confidence. I was really bad at stuttering, so I was like barely able to freaking talk. And then like when I started lifting and making a lot of progress, my self-confidence definitely increased a lot, and I'm like able to actually like interact with people a lot easier now. How long do you think it will take to look like Mr. Sawyer Clot? Shout out to you, Mr. Sawyer Clot. But he's been lifting for 3 years, and I've been lifting for 2 years now. So honestly, I'd probably say like another year, maybe year and a half, until I can look like him. Because he's a lot bigger than me. He's like 215 pounds, and I'm like 183 right now. So, do you have a kitchen at college or just eat on campus? I'd like a meal plan right now. We've actually got unlimited meal swipes. So me and my roommate Corbin over here eat like fat shits every day, and it's really nice. So yeah, I eat on campus. Tips for bulking. Honestly, when you're starting bulking, I would recommend tracking your calories for at least like the first like few weeks to really understand how much food you have to eat to like hit your caloric goal every day. But after that, you kind of like intuitively like eat what you want and most likely hit your caloric goal. And you can always like just eat like as much as you can and like eat over the amount that you're supposed to eat, which I mean is like okay. Does it be like that sometimes? It'd be like that sometimes. What are some good powerlifting programs? I have a lot of people ask me about like what kind of programs I should run like after doing the Blaha or something like that. So I will link below some of the programs that I ran after doing the Blaha. So the programs I link below are definitely like good programs to go to after that. How to achieve an aesthetic looking physique? Honestly, staying lean is a big portion of achieving like an aesthetic looking physique. But definitely like gaining strength is definitely important, and like gaining size as well. So getting on a nice bulk for a while and then possibly leaning down at some point, which I might be doing it sometime soon. I'm not completely sure yet, but that would definitely all transfer over to a good looking physique. How are your deadlifts so strong? I don't think they're that strong, but compared to my other lifts, they are pretty strong. Honestly, I'm just pretty good at sumo deadlifting, and my leverages are pretty decent for that. So I would say that's why like they're better than like my squat, like marginally better than my squat. Talk more in depth about how you increase your deadlift so much. I'm actually gonna make a video, probably in the next coming weeks, about how I increased my deadlift from like 425 to 500 when I was coached by Elliot. I actually improved my deadlift from 425 to 500 in like 2 to 3 weeks, which is actually like fucking nuts. So I'll be making a whole nother video like addressing that. Where to eat if you're y'all? What does that mean?
Where y'all?
Yeah, where to eat if you're y'all?
No idea.
Okay. How's the college life? I'm definitely liking college so far. Definitely met a lot of cool people. Definitely like my roommates. Definitely like my roommates. Alright, moving on. How many times a week do you squat, bench, and deadlift? I'm actually switching to a new block pretty soon. But like when I was on my last block, I deadlifted 3 times a week, squatted 3 times a week, and benched twice a week with like other types of benching on the other days. Are you and Liam dating? Liam, I expect you to answer this in the comments for this man. Brett Borden asked, that's my roommate, why are you so handsome? It's because I am rooming with you, Brett. What is your major in university? I am majoring in exercise science pre-PT, so I will be a physical therapist in the end when I go to graduate school, but my undergrad is exercise science. What size knee sleeves do you wear? I wear size small. Yeah. How long have you actually been doing YouTube? I've been doing YouTube now for like 4 to 5 years, like not consistently or anything like that, but I started doing like Clash of Clans videos and Call of Duty, and then like just funny videos, stuff like that, and now I'm on to lifting. Wow, this is a good question. On average, how much puss do you get on the daily? Fucking... like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say to that. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like,
too much.
Yeah, too much. That's exactly right. All right, last question I'm going to answer here is high-calorie meals for bulking. Like I showed you guys before, Biscoff is 100% the best meal for bulking. Get this. There's also like off-brand Biscoff or like other kinds of cookie butter at like Walmart's, which are like a little bit more calorically dense. So if you really want that, I would go for that. But Biscoff tastes amazing. But yeah, that's about all the questions I'm going to answer for this Q&A. I'll probably do another one in the next coming months. But if you guys have any more questions that you want me to answer right now, just ask me in the comments down below. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll catch you later. Woo! Boom, baby!